Right.
In a brand new series, we are exploring what the next decade will bring for everything from climate change to health. And we are kicking it off with a look at the 2020s in tech. The last 10 years have changed the way we get music, movies, and news. The decade saw the arrival of the Amazon Echo and the rise of Spotify and Netflix. Meanwhile, Uber, Lyft, and Airbnb transformed how we travel. So what could be next in this next decade? CBS News contributor and Wired editor-in-chief Nicholas Thompson is here with a peek into the future.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, good morning.
That's valuable.
Did you take out your little black bowl?
Yes, I want to peek into the
Little
future.
Ouija bowl?
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
One of the things that comes up is 5G, which I guess
Yes.
is super fast internet.
Super fast internet, right? So we connect right now with 4G. Your phone or your device connects to a big tower on top of a hill. It sends a signal down. Relatively slow. 5G, smaller base stations, different technology. But the key point, these things will go about 50, 100 times faster once it's fully implemented. And we have no idea what we'll be able to create when we can send information 50 to 100 times faster. The last time with 4G, that's why we got Uber. That's why we got all of the things the last decade.
You don't think about that.
Uber wouldn't have worked. Maybe Instagram wouldn't have even worked with 3G. Once we got to 4G, all that stuff was possible. With 5G, it won't just be you'll get your email faster, because that doesn't matter. It'll be something we haven't imagined yet.
So you're liking 5G then?
Oh, I'm so into 5G.
Okay.
I want our country to get 5G faster. It's actually nationally
Doesn't
important.
China have it?
Yes, other countries are moving more quickly.
Yeah.
U.S. needs to get on it. Push them, Gayle.
What do we, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes, who shall I call? President Xi? You should call him. But Nick, what about AI and jobs?
Yeah.
Because AI scares a lot of people, but you're saying we need to get ready. What does it mean when it comes to jobs?
So an incredibly complicated, incredibly important question for the next decade. My guess is that AI will create more new jobs than the jobs it displaces. But there will be a lot of jobs that are changed and that are transformed, particularly jobs that are repetitive, that don't involve a bunch of sort of spontaneous, creative decisions. The way I like to look at it is, imagine you have to write a manual for your job. And if the manual is a page or 2 pages or 3 pages, you kind of do this and you do that. A computer will probably do that in the next decade.
What's the concern there with AI jobs? I guess when you think about they're creating jobs in some ways, but then they're taking away.
Yeah.
Are they
Well,
gonna
it's
be good
displacement.
jobs?
They will create fantastic jobs. But one of the risks is you could have whole categories. People often talk about truck drivers. If we have self-driving trucks, what is a truck driver going to do if that job isn't possible? Well, you have to retrain and find something else. But that can be hard depending on what stage in life you're in. So.
Uber CEO is talking about flying cars. And listen, I'm trying to get used to the idea of self-driving cars.
Right.
Flying cars in 2023. Do you see that?
Not in 2023.
Dara sees it.
We might have self-driving cars in 2023. They will be awesome. But I don't
Flying
actually
cars,
think
Nick.
flying cars are definitely possible. Think of them more as single-person helicopters.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, isn't a flying car a helicopter?
Is that better for the environment? Like, as we keep talking about climate
If
change.
it's better for traffic, I think we can work on the environment in other areas, okay?
Well, I
We
mean,
got a big issue with transportation.
we have huge issues with transportation. And in fact, self-driving cars could be better for the environment because using 5G, they can all talk to each other, so they can travel right behind each other, reducing wind resistance, therefore increasing fuel efficiency. So,
But Nick, go back to flying cars.
Yes,
Do you see
sorry.
that? Do you see that? Please, do you see that happening?
your
yes.
lifetime. You
Oh, absolutely in my lifetime. Not by 2023. By 2030, in 2029, we're going to do this segment again, and I am going to get here from Brooklyn to West 57th in a flying car, Gayle.
Okay.
Guaranteed 100%.
Not a faster subway.
See you
Wonder
then.
who'll be
My
sitting at
car.
this table in 2029. Let me know. I hope it's me. I hope I get to see you.
All right,
Thank you,
good
Nick.
time.
Nick, thank you very much. Wonderful crystal ball work.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.